Suggested by you recently, we've been making sure we've been getting out to all the 10 boroughs, and today, absolutely no different. We're here in Rochdale because Patrick has told us to come to Cenetta Ristorante, which is Italian for Chanetta restaurants. You can Google that if you don't believe me. He tells us that this is a mad little gaff, that when you're in there, it feels like you're in the world of Harry Potter at Hogwarts. And also, when they bring the steak over to your table, it's flambéed there and then. Who doesn't love a bit of fire, Patrick? Let's go check this out, this mad little gaff. Hello, Laura.
Hi, good evening, you okay?
Good evening, yeah. I can't believe how nice this place is.
Yeah, it's
when
beautiful.
you stand outside, before you come down the stairs, you don't realise you're going to walk into another world.
Mm-hmm, yeah, true.
And this bar, what is it? It's incredible.
The altar is from an old girls' school, Notre Dame convent.
Right.
We do currently have guests who come and visit us who remember the altar. They've also sent us some fabulous pictures as well when they was at school and
so you've seen what it looks like inside a church?
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen an old church altar be used as a bar before. More places you should do it.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. And one more question for you. Cenetta, what does that mean?
Delicious dinner, usually informal and intimate.
Oh, okay. Well, that's handy, because I'm going to go and meet Rob now, and we're going to have, I've not told him yet, but an intimate dinner.
Fantastic.
I'm off to be intimate with Rob.
You enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So before we even say hello today, we've had to move rapid because this, Jesus. That's quite a spectacle, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's what people come for.
I want my steaks on fire everywhere I go from now on. Let's talk about this place then. Beautiful dining room. Hogwarts vibes, we're saying.
Yeah, definitely.
But there's also kind of like a bit of an Italian taverna or something like that going on.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been here?
So we've been here for 30 years. We've refurbed about 10 years ago to make Chanetta. Previously it was called Fallen Angels and very well known in the area.
Perfect. Cool. There's a chef. Perfect steak, chef. Absolutely.
So that's a Madeira jus and Dauphinoise. All the meat comes from our butchery. Butchery's been there since 1989.
You've got your own butchery?
Yeah. It's about 10 staff producing fresh meat for us every day, so it couldn't be any better really.
It's absolutely spot on. Day one of not drinking isn't going very well. So, what next?
Should we try the scallops next?
Yes.
So they're chorizo, little tomato salsa on top, the pepper puree.
Now I've tried that, I just want to eat all that.
Yeah, you can't really beat scallops,
No.
can you? It's our best seller by a long way for starters.
Is it?
Yeah.
What would get me coming in here though, as well as the stunning food, in your incredible dining room, is that back bar.
I know. It's.
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
I think it's pretty unique, isn't it? Straight from a deconsecrated church, that. So. Yeah,
So that was in a church originally.
Yeah. And it was all dismantled, and then we rebuilt it from photos. Obviously, it doesn't come with instruction manual, does it? So they've done a great job of it, though, haven't they?
So just imagine that thing. It would have seen weddings, christenings, funerals.
I imagine so. He's seen a fair few pints across it now. So.
And that's more important than any wedding.
Well, to us it is, yeah, sadly. Yeah.
To me it is as well. I've told my wife that as well. She wasn't happy.
Okay, we're going to go for the sea bass next.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I do like a bit of sea bass.
That's fillet sea bass, and it's got a mango salsa, fondant potato, and some mixed green vegetables.
Look at that. It's a nice looking plate, that. The chef over there watching to make sure it's all right. Perfect.
I think he's done a good job of that, hasn't he?
Italian restaurant.
Yep.
The menu, is it kind of as people would expect? You know, steaks, fish, pasta, pizza.
I think generally, yeah, there's a very good mix for everybody, and I think that as we've got our own butchery, I think we've probably engineered it a little bit towards the steaks you saw before.
The food is certainly authentic. It tastes delicious, and there's something just very special about being in this restaurant.
Yeah.
It feels like the sort of place you'd accidentally stumble across on holiday.
Yeah.
You know, you'd just duck in through a doorway and then you'd just be greeted by this amazing decor.
Yeah, the atmosphere in an evening is second to none, really. It's just bustling, interesting. You've got you can see the kitchen, you've got to see the great view of the bar. It's just a nice environment to be in.
I love a submerged restaurant, like an underground restaurant.
Yeah.
With no windows. So then when you've had a few and you stagger out and the daylight finally hits you, you know you've had a good time. So I'm guessing the sea bass and the steak there, mains.
Yeah, from a main a la carte that is. And then we've got a small tapas menu that we do for early evening. So we've got dishes like bruschetta, chorizo prawns, chicken Caesar salad, and mushrooms with pancetta.
What do you sell more of? Do people come in and use it as tapas or cicchetti, as I think the Italians call it,
Yeah.
or is it mainly mains? Like what's
The main bulk of it is the a la carte menu, and this is something we've added in to try and attract a slightly earlier diner, really, and sort of like a lighter meal, just a slightly different experience, and it's working well for us. We've only been doing it the past couple of months, and it's really starting to snowball. And then
it's a great way to eat, though, isn't it?
yeah, it is. You can try more things. It's just I'd rather eat that way, because I think the formal starter, main course, dessert, I think you don't necessarily try. I've been a chef for the most of my career, and when I want to go somewhere, I want to try as much as I possibly can, and that's an ideal way to do it, I think. So.
And what's this bad boy here?
So earlier in the summer we started Bottomless brunch, and that's really doing well for us. We've got great quality pizzas, and then a platter of like charcuterie and mozzarella, and then a little warm nibbles. It's bottomless for an hour and a half, and pretty much everybody stays longer and has a few extra drinks on top of that.
I bet they do, because because
they might have staggered out. But
of course they were staggering out, but because it's underground, it kind of has that lock-in feel to it.
Yeah.
And I love that. That creates an extra energy around it, around daytime drinking, which I'm all for.
Don't film it, Jack. This is day one of not drinking.
Patrick, well, you were right. That is a mad little gaff. Italian restaurant, but as far as I'm concerned, in terms of how eccentric it is, British through and through. Great food, great staff, knowledgeable. They knew what they were talking about, and it really does feel like you're in Hogwarts. So I'm off home now. Going to get the train, Joel, from platform 9 3/4. Is it 9 3/4?
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
think it is, mate.
You sure?
Yeah.
Why are you still...